Okay, hello, little red light. I see you in there, you little red light. That's when I'm looking at the camera now. There's a little red light in there. I have to look at it. I'm supposed to look at it now and again, I think. But I want to look at the screen because my screen's next door to my little red light, my little camera. Like, I'm looking at you now. Hello, I'm looking at you now. But I want to look at the camera. I want to see what I'm looking like, you know. But then I don't see my face looking at me, so I can't do two things at once. I'm supposed to look at the little red camera, the little red light in the camera. Hello, little red light. Yeah. It's like I'm not up to making videos at the moment, but it's day 2, and it's like I've got to talk to you about stuff. Okay, I'll just talk to you while I'm making a roll up, because at the moment, well, I just can't see how I can like make videos without like a smoke or a drink. Oh, I'm supposed to have my headphones on, aren't I? Luckily, they're pretty good headphones. You can probably still hear me, even though they're like you know, like far away. Oops. You can see. I know, I'm so professional, aren't I? I'm just such a professional, it just comes naturally, you know. Oh dear. Okay, so what I'm going to talk about is the progress, right? So after the work comes the progress. You know, it's been 4 years since I started the work, right? And it doesn't seem to have gone very far. I haven't really accomplished very much, you know, nothing to speak of. You know, I've noticed some benefits like for myself, but do they really translate into making videos? I can just say, yeah, my health has improved, blah, blah, blah. You know, I feel better about the world, etc., etc. But does that tell you how to do anything? Does that help you sort of make progress? Not really, because I'm asking you to do things your own way. You know, we're all different. This is what I understand. We're all different, and you know, in some ways, that's the heart of what I'm getting to in here. We're all different. You know, we see things differently. We've got different blood types. Now I don't understand a lot of this stuff. I'm just trying to make it up as I go along. Well, I'm not exactly make it up, right? For example, when I mean not trying to make it up, there's these books I've been reading. What the fuck? Oh, you know, my computer's just trying to tell me stuff, you know, and it just goes on. Do I understand it? No. That's the real hassle, trying to make these videos. Like, well, I don't really know what's going on with my computer. I don't understand it. You know, it's like this little red little eye looking at me. It feels like a fucking little like electronic vampire is just basically trying to scan my brain. You know, scan everything for it that I've got for what I'm worth. You know, you've always got those like not always, but you know, a lot of the times in horror films, you've got those little red eyes. You know, they're in the dark. You know, it's like a little black camera I've got. I wish I could show it to you. Maybe I could show it to you. Oh. No, it don't want to do it, does it? It just wants to sort of show infinity. It don't want to let me show you what it looks like. It's hiding. It's like it's hiding. Okay, right. Yeah, so I know a lot of you know, you people want to like watch a video that talks about stuff quickly, gets to the point straight away. Now, I'm just going to get to the point in a roundabout way. I am going to get to the point if I can, and hopefully I will. But for some reason, it's like, however much I try to make videos and stuff that are quick, I end up making them long and slow. Like my life has been going like a snail pace. You know, I'm moving around like really, really slowly. It's ridiculous, you know. It's like, what? Right. So this comes down to why I'm doing the work and the progress now. So what I'm doing, right, the work was trying to sort of almost make a shortcut from doing the great work. It was like, you know, I wanted to just take a shortcut. But what I've realized from trying to do that is that, well, I don't know this for 100%. Maybe it will work differently to how I'm imagining it at the moment. I don't know. But what I'm imagining is that it might take another 30 or 40 years. You might have to watch 30 or 40 years of videos to get to anything worthwhile. And that doesn't sound very promising, does it? It's not like how I imagine the work to sort of like go about. But what else? So how it's going to go now? I'm thinking, what do I need to do? What's stopping me doing the work? You know, because I thought it should take, you know, 3 to 7, maybe 7 years, and I'll be making some progress. And it's already gone like 4 years, and I've hardly made any progress. I've made a very little bit, maybe, of progress, but it's like it's insubstantial. It doesn't really count for anything. It doesn't like it's not significant. I don't feel like I can really sort of try and tell you that, yeah, the work really works and it makes real loads of progress. You know, I can't do that. So now what I'm going to do is pull out all the stops. If I can, and try and figure out, you know, by trying to make progress, try and figure out what it is that's stopping me making progress. You know, so that and I will keep a log of it, and it will be on video so that you can look at it as well, and you can see what's stopping people making progress. Because I've done loads of research, I've got loads of like stuff like in readiness, I guess. And oh well, just sit there then. Okay. Was that like an omen? Just sit there then. Basically what I expect you to be able to do. Just sit there. We've reached 10 minutes. That was exactly at the 10-minute mark. That's what you people do. You just sit there. So I'm the one who's going to have to do all the work, probably. Oh, the red eye is still there. Okay, so what the progress will entail is me like putting into practice the lessons learned from the work. So that will mean initially to get healthy. Like it probably doesn't show all that much at the moment, but yeah, I know I can't really deal with it. So there's quite a lot of grey hair, you know. It's like I washed it yesterday and it looked a bit darker, but there's a lot of grey hair there, you know, mainly this streak at the front, but you know, there's still more grey hair at the front, you know, around the rest of it. So what I want to do, I'm going to shave it all off so I can see better where the grey patches are, and then try a whole load of remedies that are supposed to get rid of grey hair. Now, I don't expect to get rid of it all, and probably, you know, a lot of people will think I look better like with this sort of like salt and pepper hairstyle. Not a lot of people, but some people maybe. And I like having long hair. I enjoy having long hair. It's going to be a hassle to shave it all off, but I just want to do that so that I will show you the. I've got all these like this acne, like a few spots of acne in my head. I've had for like about over 20 years, you know, and I've only had a few weeks here and there, maybe a handful of times when in the last 20 years when I was able to get rid of it, called acne. And I'm sure that's a lot to do with why I'm going grey so early. I'm not 50 yet, you know, and I've got like quite a lot of grey hair. There's people in their 60s who don't have any grey hair, but there's people in their 30s who are basically dying of old age, you know. So I'm somewhere in the middle. And I would rather be someone who's like going to live a long time, like over 100, you know. I had a sort of friend of the family who died recently, and they died horribly. Well, maybe not horribly, but they had loads of like infections and like, you know, gangrene. I think gangrene, you know, in their body, in their limbs and stuff, where they weren't getting, the circulation wasn't getting through. I've had heart problems and circulation problems for like over 20 years. So I want to do something about it now. It seems like I've got to, the progress is about learning how to override the body's natural like instincts to sort of do what it wants to do. So one of the things that's happened, as far as I can understand, is that we've wiped out all our natural predators. We made spears and swords and stuff. And we killed off all our natural predators. So there's no reason for us to run anymore. People don't like run. They don't like do proper exercise. I've found out since I've been doing the work about high intensity interval training, HIIT or height, and there's huge amounts of benefits. You know, basically running up hills for 20 seconds with a few minutes to recover your breath, and then doing it again like 6 times in a row, so that you've got like, you know, you spend about 3 minutes and you do this twice a week. You could do it on stairs. You could run up and down stairs for 20 seconds. Loads of benefits. Also, cold water therapy, cold therapy. This is also a thing. It's a real thing. You just sort of like, you know, get really cold all of a sudden. So like jumping in some really cold water, having a really cold shower, those sort of things. But it's got to be really cold. It's got to be like, so it hurts. You know, I have these cold baths in the winter, right? And I get in the bath and I start basically screaming like a baby. You know? That's what I do. And I go in there and I start and I stay in there. I force myself to stay in there, like, and until it starts to go away. And then your body starts heating up internally. It starts heating up, you know, and it changes the way that your blood circulates in your body. And it's got loads of benefits, you know, doing it, you know, on a regular basis, you know, or even just intermittently. I'm sure it's got loads of advantages, you know, and loads of benefits. Okay. So about the progress, right? So I'm doing that kind of thing from time to time. What I want to do is like shave off my hair and do some things that are going to help make my hair go black again, or at least very dark brown. And I'll probably still have this white streak, but I want to get rid of the majority of all the rest of all the grey, you know, because I started getting the grey streak when I was 19, and I'm now, you know, nearly 50, you know, and it's like, it's just a thing, you know, so I don't expect to get rid of it, you know. But I did start smoking when I was like 14, and that's supposed to cause grey hair, and I was drinking coffee probably by the time I was 16 or 17. That's also supposed to cause grey hair, and so is drinking alcohol, and so is eating bad food, you know. So I mean to like basically give up everything bad and do everything good, you know. That's so fucking. I'm such a hero, or I will be when I've done all this stuff, you know. That's the motivation. I'm going to be like this hero. I'm going to like do all this really cool stuff. I'm going to demonstrate by shaving off my hair and regrowing it, but without all the grey, or with much less of the grey, to prove that I can do it. And then not just to prove it to you, but to prove it to me that I've actually got free will, because I've been wanting to do something like this for a really long time. You know, like it seems like hundreds of years, centuries. It seems like centuries, but it's actually probably only like about 30 years. You know, just over 30 years I've been wanting to do this. And so having this is basically like a focus. Having these videos, like it's like a focus for me to get stuff done and sort of like focus on certain things, get it all done, like so I can look back at it, what I was thinking, because otherwise I can't look back on it. I mean, I could just make my own little bit like videos and replay them and look back on them, but it would seem kind of like, I don't know, sloppy. You know, looking for an easy way out. You know, if I've got like a public audience, you can throw all your shit at me, you know, and I'll have to defend myself or wash it off and stuff. And I can only see that I can get benefit from that. In some kind of strange way, you know. Anyway, so right, so probably tomorrow or the next day I'll have shaved my head, and I'll start using the things, and I'll start talking about all the other supplements and stuff that I've been using, and well, hopefully these like posts will become more relevant and more like likable and enjoyable. And it won't just me be rambling about stuff. I'll actually be doing something, you know. because I am still drinking, as you might have noticed, and smoking. These are two things I've got to give up: drinking and smoking. I've been drinking and smoking for like over 30 years, more or less every day. So if I'm going to go for the idea is to go for at least 30 days, but I'm thinking it could go for longer than that. It could go for 6 or 7 months. In the meantime, I'm going to have to become a different person. I'm going to have to become like the ideal kind of worker on the path. Otherwise I won't be able to do it. And so I've got to do that. And yeah, don't anyone wish me good luck, because it's like the last thing I want is anyone wishing me good luck. As far as I'm concerned at the moment, I make my own luck, and that's what I'm doing. You don't need to wish me luck. You need to wish yourselves luck. That's what you need to do. I'm I'm advanced now. I'm advanced of your position. So if anyone wishes me luck, it's just going to say to me that you're a fucking idiot. You're just an idiot, and you haven't got a clue what I'm talking about. That's all. So don't wish me good luck. Wish yourselves good luck, because I've already made my luck, and I will demonstrate that and reveal it to you over the next couple of weeks. In theory, and God willing, and the Spirit's willing, and all that kind of stuff. Because it's like I don't know what the fuck's going on, and I don't even know if I have any free will. That's one of the things I want to discover. Do I actually have any free will? Is it possible for me to sort of make a real difference in my own life if I really work at it, 100% or even more, if that's possible? It's not, but I'm going to try anyway.